Okay. All right. Now we'll get started. We'll start on our assignment from last time. And Maureen, you didn't send me back those answers to those two
I know.
questions. Okay, that's okay. You can tell me online here. All right. Let's look at the first question. If Now, Clara, have you heard of measure of central tendency right here? Measure.
Um,
Have you heard that term
Measure
before?
central tendency. No, not really. But then I was saying like values that divide, and I was saying like maybe it's like mean like B. I was choosing.
Yeah,
I kind of
well,
understand, but not
okay.
like on the measure of central tendency or like different word.
No, I
But then
don't
I
no, I
just
don't mean no measure of central tendency. I mean know what it represents. So when you hear measure of central tendency, you know that means median, mean, or mode.
yeah, I know that.
Okay, that's all I meant.
Okay.
Nothing detailed. When you see measure of central tendency, that means you're dealing with median, mean, or mode.
In mode.
Now,
Yeah.
for this question now, when you add all the values, divide the sum by the number of values, what would you say your answer is here?
I would say mean
Okay,
B.
mean, very good. So we put answer
Yeah.
B. And Maureen, you had that right. And Marietta, I don't know where she is, but she
Oh,
had
she
that.
she said she was to call you though that she ran in late because she got out to I know, but she was gonna call
Oh,
you, so I
okay.
know.
All right. I didn't
Yeah.
hear from her. Okay. So she had that one correct too. Now, the students send the work now, and I say to you, Clara, when I give you problems, you don't really have to do them all. You can just send the ones you've done.
Okay.
And I check them, and I will email or text you back the
Okay.
results. Okay, so you know how you're doing. Maureen likes to send me things, and she'll get most of the work done, and then she'll say, "Give me a hint on number 6." So I send her a
Okay.
little hint, and then she'll get it. So no problem.
Yeah, we just like need a little hint
All right,
actually.
we work together, okay? Now,
Yeah.
Maureen, 18 over 6 as a percentage, what did you get?
I had A.
A, that's good because 18 divided by 6 is what?
Mm,
3
3.
0. Yeah,
3,
3.
right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
3 times 100 is 300%.
300, yeah.
So there's your answer.
Um, that I
Questions
have
on that?
B because
You had what?
I have a B. I have A. I mean no B. So I
You had
was thinking 8 times 6 30. I don't know. I was 18 dividing by
That's
no.
right. That's a division. Remember, a fraction is really a division, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's go over here. I'm on the other side. So all you do is just say 18
Mm-hmm.
divided by 6, and I'll just put it. Now you'll find I use both the slash and the dash. Okay.
So but
They
then when I divide it come in 30. That's why I was thinking it's 30.
Why were you thinking 30?
Yeah. Like because 18 divided by 6 come 30 and then
And what is that equal to, Clara?
30.
Yeah, it just equal to 3. Well, no, it's equal to 1.
Like the one
3.0,
oh okay.
right? 6 times 3 is 18, correct?
Okay, you multiply.
No, that's division.
5.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
6
Maureen
times.
just told you correct. That's division.
Okay.
18 divided by 6. That means 6 into 18. How many sixes are there in 18? How
3.
many? Yeah, 3 in that. So that's the answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the answer. And then 3, let's just put, you don't need down the line right here. So let's just take that out. And what's 3 times 100, Clara?
300.
300. So see, percents can be bigger than 100, right? You can have 500%. Okay.
Okay.
So the whole number is multiplied by percent. Or if you want to think of
Uh,
it as a decimal, right? But the decimal is a whole number, 3.0. So then you
mm-hmm.
say 3 times 100, and that's equal to 300, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is what, Clara?
Mm, I didn't get it.
No,
Okay.
18 divided by 6. That means
18 divided
6
by 6.
is into 18. So 6 is the divisor, 18 is the
Uh-huh.
dividend, or 18 is the top number and 6 is the bottom number. So 6 in the 18 is 3. 3.0 is the same as 3, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that you put a 0 here doesn't change the value. 3.0 is 3. Okay.
Okay.
And how do you convert a decimal to a percent, Clara? What's the rule?
Oh, decimals to the, okay, decimals, you just move, I think.
Yeah, move 2 places to the right or multiply by 100.
Yeah, just
So
move like
3
two
times
place.
100 is 300%.
Okay, now I got it.
You got it? Hello,
Yeah.
Chastity. Chastity's on, but she
Mm-hmm.
might be driving or something. She's sometime on, but she can't talk. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be the answer, Clara?
A.
Hey, that's right. Very good. Perfect. Now you understand now why 18 over 6 is 3. And to go from
And the mule.
decimals to percent, you multiply by 100 or shift 2 places to the right. So if you took 3.0 and shift 2 places, you'll get 300, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shifting 2 places to the right is same as multiplying by 100.
Okay.
Now, Maureen, you looked again at number 3, and did you think of how you would solve it?
I added the numbers, right?
Okay, so what numbers did you add up?
I added 8, 25, 45, 18, and 4.
Okay, and what did you get? Okay, total
I get 100.
number of computers. So you added 8, 25, 33,
Yeah,
that's 78,
yeah.
96, and that's equal to 100. Clara, you understand how she got 100?
Yeah, Aaron.
Yeah, add up all these. 8 plus 25 plus
Mm-hmm.
45 plus 18 plus 4. That's very good, Maureen. Now, what's your next step?
Okay. Let's see it here.
Question says calculate the mean weight for a
Yeah,
computer.
calculate the mean rate.
So you're calculating the mean. So you need what? You need the total weight divided by
Divided
100,
by,
right? Because the number of
By two,
items is the
right?
number of
Oh, the
computers.
mean or the man? The median.
The
it's 100.
mean.
Okay, we
Oh,
get
the
it
mean
100,
by
right?
the data set.
Wait, I can only hear one at a time. Who's talking?
Okay. Let her talk.
Clara, go ahead.
I'm like, you say you divide by data set, like by the whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide by 5. I don't
No,
get it.
no.
No.
See, this says, oh, Marietta's coming on. Hello, Marietta.
Mm,
She's connected. Wait for Marietta. Okay. Now you
That's how
got
this is.
3 to 5 pounds for this computer.
mm-hmm.
So what will be the weight of these 8 computers? Hello, Marietta.
Hello, my darling.
How you feeling?
I'm fine.
We have a new student, Clara. Say hello to Clara, Marietta.
Clara, not Clara. Clara.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello?
All right. Okay. Now, so you have 8 computers, Maureen,
Yeah,
and the weight is 3 to 5. So how would you find the weight of these 8 computers?
that's a good one. Multiply the 3 and slash 5 by 8.
No, you've got to average these weights. So what's the average of 3 to 5?
3 to 5.
You'd add the what? The 8 and divide by 2. And what is that equal to?
Add the 8 to what?
No, 3 plus 5 is 8.
Uh-huh.
And then you divide by 2.
That is 4.
And then multiply that by 8. That gives you the weight of the 8 computers.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? I want you to do that for all of them. Get the
Okay.
average. See, because from 5 to 7 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6.
Okay.
7, 9, 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 9, 11, 20 divided by 2 is 10. 11, 13, 24 divided by 2 is 12. Each number you get there, multiply it by the number of computers. Everybody following? I did the first one for you. Okay. 3 plus 5. I'll put this in parentheses. And I want you to do it for the other 4 sets of computers. Okay. 3 to 5 plus 5 divide by 2. Because you're getting the average for that 8 computers, and you want to do it for all of them. Okay. And
Okay.
divide by 2. Okay. And that's equal to what?
The first one is 32.
So 3 plus 5 is 8.
Uh-huh.
Right? So that's equal to 8. Divide that by 2.
8 divided by 2 is 4.
And multiply that by 8.
32.
Okay.
Okay. 7 and 5 is 12.
And then I want you to do it for the rest of them.
7 and 5 is 12.
Okay, so that's equal to 4. And then the next step is 4 by 8. And Maureen, you say that's equal to 32. Okay, so I want you to do that for all the other ones, okay? Same thing. And tell me what you get. So that means this 4 times 8, 32, that would be the weight of the first 8 computers. So that's weight of first 8 computers. See, once you get the weights, and out.
And then
Okay.
3, 7, 16.
Go first 8 computers. So that's the weight of the first 8 computers. Just put that because I don't want that to ruin my fraction. So does everyone understand what they're doing now?
Yeah.
5 to 7, 12 over 2 is 6. 6 times 25. Marietta, you with me?
I'm with you, but I am puzzled. Not like that I had do it.
Okay. To calculate the mean weight for one computer. Now, Maureen got us started. She said you got to add these all up. That gives you the number of computers, 100. But you need what? You need the total weight of all these computers, right? because the total weight divided by 100 will give you the mean. But to get the total weight, you've got to average this 3 to 5 by adding 3, 5, and then divide by 2. And 5, 7, 12 divided by 2. So this one would be what? 6 times 25. Putting it there for you, and you can calculate it. This one would be 8 times 45. Okay. Arietta, you following me?
Yeah, I'm following you. I'm
Okay.
following you.
Okay, so what would I multiply by 18 then, Marietta? What would this be?
What you talking about?
9 to 11. What's the average of 9 and 11? 9 and 11.
9 and 11?
Yes. Add the 2 and divide by 2. What do you get?
Oh, I do it yet. I'm
9
doing
plus 11, that's mental math.
I'm doing it now.
9 and 10 is 19, and 1 is what, Marietta?
And it's 20.
That's it, 20. You got it. So see, when you take something with a 0, it makes it easier. So just take the 11, make it 10 plus 1. 9 and 10 is 19, and 1 is 20. So 20 divided by 2 is what, Marietta?
20 divided by 2?
Yes. Half of 20.
Is 10.
That's it, 10. There you go. And then multiply the 10 by the 18. What'd you get for the next one, Maureen?
For 5 and 7?
11 and 13, 24 divided by 2 is what?
Oh, I got 48.
Okay, so 11, okay, the average you get is 12,
Say-
right?
yeah,
12.
24.
So 12 times 4,
Yeah.
and that's equal to 48. Okay. So now add those up. And what do you get?
Well, add up all these numbers now.
Yeah, so you add up. Okay, let me just put them here. So you have the first one we got 32, right? So you have 32
32.
plus 6 times 25 is 150, right?
50.
Plus 150. And 8 times 45 is what? What's 8 times 45? 360.
8 right?
360?
Yeah.
360.
360, okay. And then 10 times 8, you know that's what, 180. And 4 times 12 is what? 4 times 12, anybody?
Is 48.
48.
48. Now, add those up. That's your total weight. What you're getting here is total weight of all computers. What do you get,
Okay.
Maureen?
Get 770.
Okay, so the total weight of all computers. And Maureen got 770. 770, and that's in pounds. Then what's your next step, Clara? How do you find the mean now? You know the total weight and you know the total number of computers. So Clara, how do you find the mean? You're on mute.
I will find the dividend by
That's right. You divide. Tell me what you divide by.
5.
No, what's the total number of computers?
I mean divided by 7. Oh,
Okay, so
total
mean.
100.
That's it. Very good.
Yeah,
Mean
I'm like,
equal the total weight, which is 770, divided by the total number of computers, which was 100. And Marietta, you know the answer, right? Marietta, what's the answer?
What?
770 divided by 100.
Oh, okay. I didn't think.
That's the math.
See. Let's see.
7.7.
That's it. Very good. So what's the answer, Marietta?
C.
That's it. C.
But I did thing, and I could not I multiply, I add, and I could not find the answer, and I put D.
Okay, you just put D. Okay. Yes, you put none of these. That's right. I remember you had none of these. Okay. So now this one was one where Maureen picked, she says, well, I know I need my total number of computers. So she did that right away and she got the 100. Now you got to say, well, let me find the weights of my computers. Now, if this had given you just one number, you just multiply that one number times the number of computers. Like if there was just 3, it'd be 3 times 8. This was 5, it'd be 5 times 25. But they gave you a range of numbers. That means you get an average. Add the 2 up and divide by 2. Questions? If you think of this, it's like really finding the average is sort of like the median. What's the median between 3 and 5? 4, right? What's the median between 5 and 7? 6. So these are really medians, right? The midpoint between 9 and 11 is a 10. Midpoint between 11 and 13 is 12. 12 right there in the middle. This one was just to see how you think. Now, I wish you had put the total number of computers, Maureen. You didn't put that on yours, did you? Because
that would be more easy.
Did you put that on? Maureen, you didn't give me that as an answer, because if you had given me that, that would tell me at least you started on the right track and you would have gotten credit. If you had given me total number of computers is equal to 100, the sum of these numbers. And once you said, well, you know.
Yeah, I had 100. They had do that 100, but then I didn't make the further, so they sent it to you because you know 100 wasn't right.
Yeah, so you say I've got my 100, but what do I divide it into? How do I find my total weight? Yeah, what threw you was it gave you the range. All right, it's just to see how you think. All right, let's go to number. Okay, what is a ratio? Anybody want to tell me what is a ratio? When we say the ratio of 7 to 25, what does that mean?
Like divide something, like.
Yeah, you're right. Divide. So
like,
tell me another way of writing this ratio, Clara.
Like, hold on. I was saying like 3 females to 8 males, I guess, something like that. I'm not sure.
You said divide, and that's true. When I say a ratio of 7 to 25, that's the same as saying 7 divided by 25. All right? Same thing. So let's just put a 25 here. Okay. Now, 7 over 25 is what number over 100, Marietta? You had this one right, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't even know where I put my answer sheet and stuff.
Yeah, I think you had it right. Okay. All right. Now, we've got 7 over 25, and I just need you to tell me, what is that number over 100? Clara, you know what it is? We're going to put question mark here.
1, I
No,
guess, like,
let me put
no,
100.
and, like,
100 over 4.
What is it?
It's a 4. I put down I put 100 on top and then put the 1 at the
7 over
bottom.
25
Tell
is
me again, Marietta.
It's
Marietta?
4.
Yeah, she's right. It's 4 because 4 times 25 is 100, right?
Yeah.
This is
okay.
times 4. And then 4 times 7 is what, Clara?
14, 20, 28.
28. That's your answer. And 28 over 100 is the same as 28%.
Mm-hmm.
That
Okay.
clear?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So just remember when you see a ratio, it's really a fraction. Just another way of writing it. You could say 7 colon 25. You could say 7 to TO 25, or you could say 7 over 25. Same thing. And 28 over
Okay.
100 is equal to 28%. Because what is a percent? Ratio of a number to 100. So any number you see over 100, that's a percent, right? That
Okay.
would be 28%.
4%.
28%. Okay. Now, just to make sure you really understand what we're saying about ratio of a number to a 100 is a percent. Let me just put an example up there and you tell me what it is. Okay. Now, let me just put here. Okay. 2, let's see, colon 10. Oh no, that was too simple. 2 colon 50. What is that ratio equal to as a percent, Arietta? Equal what percent? Let me just put question mark percent. What's the question mark, Arietta?
Question mark about what?
2, the ratio of 2 to 50 is what percent?
That one I ain't figured that one yet.
Clara, you know the answer?
What did you say? The ratio?
Yes, the ratio of 2 to 50 is what percent, Clara?
Mm, let me see. I'm not sure about that.
I think it has to be
Take a
1.5.
guess.
And did you move, hold on. I'm just trying thinking. Percentage.
2 into.
Do you know the answer?
25?
No. What did you get, Maureen?
No.
You get 4%.
That's it. Tell them how you got it.
How you, yeah, I wanna know.
Tell them, Maureen. How did you get 4%?
I do it just I divide it.
So you divide 2 by 50
50 by 2.
or 50 by 2. Oh, I didn't do
No,
that.
not 50 by 2.
2 by 50.
It's 2 over 50.
2 over 50.
But
Okay.
if you didn't divide it, Maureen, how would you do it?
Huh?
Don't
I put in
divide it.
how we do it.
Don't put it in a calculator. Tell me how you get it without putting it in the calculator.
I would say 2 by 2.
right?
It's
2 by
4.
2 is 4, and 2 by 50 is 100.
50 is 100.
That's it, Maureen. Very good.
Oh.
Okay, 2 by 2, and that's equal to 4, and 50 by 2 is 100.
Okay.
Remember, I just told you the ratio of a number to 100 is the
It's
percent.
100.
So the numerator, you get 4, and the denominator, you get 100. And 4 over 100 is 4%. Got it?
Mm. Yeah.
And you don't have to actually use the calculator, because I gave you nice numbers that you can multiply to get 100. Right? So that's 4%. Questions? Marietta, are you following now? You know how to do it?
Yeah, I'm following you now.
Okay, so just take your number. I'm giving you nice, easy numbers to get 100, right? So if I give you nice, easy numbers, you could really just mental math tell me, right? Like for instance, if I just said, let me take this ratio. Okay, put it here. And let's just make this 3. Okay, now 3 ratio 25. What percent, Marietta? Mental math.
Huh?
What's the percent? 3.
3 over 25.
And that's what percent?
100.
3 over 25 is what percent, Marietta?
4.
Do you know it, Clara?
I'm like, I will put 2 over 25, 4 times equals 100.
So what would be as a percent?
4.
4%. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 25 is 100. This would be equal to 4%. Very good. Marietta, you see that?
What? I can't see you. Put that thing so
I'm
small.
Oh, you don't see it? I'm sorry, this is not 4%. 4 times 3 is what? 12.
12. Yeah.
12. Yeah. And
And
okay.
then 100.
Okay, let me make it bigger. All right. Okay, Marietta, is better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying 14 has me 100 and
No,
4
you
times
multiply 4 by 3, you get 12. 4 by 25 is 100.
100. Yeah.
All right, so
4 times 3,
that's what I'm
12.
saying, mental math. You can look at this and say, okay, what number I multiply by 25 to get 100? 4. Multiply, and remember you multiply the denominator by 4, you've got to multiply the numerator.
Yeah, to the multiply. Okay.
Okay, got it?
Yeah, that's why I was saying the 4 in the bottom, and then you have to multiply and
Okay. So Marietta, you clear on
4.
this? Yeah.
Yeah, I clear on it now.
Okay. So usually when you have something like this, you have numbers that are multiples of 100. And remember, whatever you multiply the numerator by, you multiply the denominator by. Okay, Maureen, 0.56 as a percent. I'll make this bigger, Marietta. Okay. 0.56 as a percent. What's the rule for converting a decimal to a percent? Anybody?
Decimal to percent.
What's the rule? Maureen, you know the rule?
You divide.
No. To go from decimal percent is a multiplication. It's a shifting to the right or a multiplication.
So you shift the decimal point from the 5 in between the 6 and the 5.
Well, it's right here,
But
right?
here, right? So you
Two,
get in between
two places, no.
Yeah.
That would be one place. You got to
Also,
move it behind the 6.
Say, oh, it would be 56%.
That's right. What's the answer, Maureen?
Yeah.
That's it. And if you multiply by 100, it would be 56.
Mm-hmm.
0.56 times 100 is 56. Got it?
Yeah.
Clara, you clear? Oh, Clara had to go. I think she had, I think she said she had to go to work at 3. She can only be on an hour, but I told her it's taped. All right, let's go to any questions now on this one. Marianne, I think you had this one correct, right?
I changed it.
Yeah, I think you had that one right. Right?
I changed it.
Yeah, and number 6, let's make, and I know you had that one right.
Yeah, I had that one right, 56. And I take it out and I put it all the way. I say,
And
no,
you changed it?
I change it.
Why? You know the rule. 2 places, put the decimal point behind the 6.
Change it to D. I say, oh my God. And I had it right. And my thing, I had it right. Oh my
Okay.
God.
All right. All right, Clara, I see you back. You okay on the 0.56 as a percent?
Good afternoon, Miss Barbara, everyone. Hi.
Hello, Chastity. How you doing?
I'm okay, Miss Barbara. I'm sorry, I'm driving.
Okay, that's what I was saying. You were driving. You couldn't talk
driver.
before. Yeah, because I called you before and I said, then I told the class, I said, you probably couldn't talk.
But I'm watching, okay?
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
All right. So, Clara, you clear on going from decimals to percent? Clara?
She's not there.
Oh, she's there. I see it from here.
Oh yeah, I didn't have signals. I just buck.
Okay, Clara, are you clear on converting from decimals to percent? No, I'm asking you a question. Are you clear about how you convert from decimals to percent?
No, not really.
Okay. Two things you could do. You see the decimal point right here, right?
Okay.
Shift it 2 places. It's behind the 6. That's the same as multiplied by 100. So 0.56, let's just put this here. I don't know why Marietta changed it. She had it correct. Marietta, I don't know. You had it correct. Stop doubting yourself.
I tell you, I had it correct and I check it out.
So when you move the decimal point to the 2 places to the right, it's now behind the 6. You just don't see it, okay? And then you add the percent sign. All right? And that's the same as multiplying by 100. Okay, everybody clear on that?
Yeah.
And if you were going the opposite way, percent the decimal, you do what? You divide by 100 or shift 2 places to the left, just the opposite. Okay? All right, let's go to number 6. Now this is a lot of words, but you only need what? You only need 16 name storms. Okay, we underline that. And since it said, what fraction of these named storms developed into hurricanes? So you only need 8, right? 8 grew into hurricanes. You don't even need the 5. That's like a red herring, we call something in the problem you don't need. So 8 is what part of 16? Maureen, 8 is what? Yeah, 1/2. So answer D. Answer D. Okay. And I know Marietta had that one correct. Now, I don't know why you didn't get number 7. Somebody want to tell me why they didn't get 7 correct?
because they came and do something on my computer the internet. They had to come and change the box, and they did it late yesterday, so I didn't have time to do the 7 and the 8 and 9.
Okay, Maureen, what was your excuse?
But you know that everything I see like number 7 was big, right? But you know when you open the lap and the thing to get like the thing little bigger, it won't come up at all. And I can see them point letters.
What happened on this one?
I can on my phone I can see the small letters on the side. No, nothing.
Oh, you couldn't see this? What's wrong with your computer? Don't
I
you
was
have a
on my
computer?
computer. I was on my phone.
Yeah, but don't you have a computer, Maureen?
Yeah, laptop. Yeah, I put my laptop now. Yeah.
So what's wrong with your computer?
Nothing. When you send it home, I write it off the phone.
Yeah, but why are you using the phone if you have a computer?
I don't know. I can see
Okay,
it on the phone, but when I gotta rotate, it won't rotate.
well, what is this graph showing, Maureen? Tell me, what is it showing?
It's your scores.
It's showing what? Median score for
Five,
5
five,
California state high schools,
two.
right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so at all 5 schools, they took the test and we show the results here in the bar graph, right? You
Yeah.
have the schools on the X line and you have the scores on the Y line.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it says, which of the following questions cannot be answered about the math scores of the 5 schools by looking at this bar graph? Okay, and here are your choices. Let's go through all of them. Make this bigger. Okay. Now, of the 5 schools, which school's median math score was the lowest this year? Now, let's look on this graph. Can you find that on the graph?
Burn High School.
Yeah, the one with the lowest median.
That's
Birds.
Birds High School.
That's right, because the
Yeah.
shorter bar is the lowest. Okay,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
so you can find that one, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go to the next one. What was the difference this year between the median math score of the highest performing school of the 5 and that of the lowest? Okay, let's go back. What was the highest performing school? Colvax, right?
Yeah,
And you
Colvax.
said the lowest was Birth. So you
Yeah.
could take the difference, which is a little over 74, and this is over 64, and you could subtract them, you could get the difference. So you can find that B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to C. Of the 5 schools, how many had median math scores above 70 this year? Can you find that on the graph?
Only
How many had scores above 70? There's 70 right there.
above 70.
Right,
Um
there's 70. Can you find the schools above 70?
yeah.
Yeah, number.
Yeah.
It was 4 something.
The ones above 70, what are they? What are the schools, Maureen?
Game High School is 72.
About 70 is Colfax.
Is Colfax is a little over 74. What's the other one, Maureen?
Game
German
High
is
School.
German High School.
Garner, which is
Garner High
over
School.
70. So
Yeah.
you can find A, B, C. Now, which one you cannot find? Okay, let's look at what D says. D says, of the 5 schools, which school's median score improved the most from last year? But this is showing this year. Do you see any last year on this graph?
No.
No.
So you cannot answer it.
No.
You follow why D is the answer?
Oh, I see.
You right, Maureen? You don't.
Yes.
You only have this year. You don't have a last year to compare with. You only have this year on the graph. So that means you cannot find D. So your answer would be D.
Okay.
All right. Questions? Answer.
D.
You understand why this D, Marietta?
Yeah, because you can't find the last year.
Last year is not on this graph. It's only this year.
Only this year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you could have gone through A, B, and C where so well, okay, I can find A, B, and C. That means only D I can't find.
That's what the thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was the answer.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Now this table. Marietta, you didn't send me answers for that.
No, I didn't. I didn't have time to write it down, and that's what I tell you. They came onto the internet this week. Yesterday.
Okay, so let's just.
Yesterday morning they came and do it, and I could not put the password. My daughter had to come and do it for me.
Okay.
They
So
give me a password to go to hook on the computer, and I looking for where to put it, and I could not find it. So my daughter had to come and do it for me, and it was too late for me to do it yesterday.
Okay. So let's do the first. So how would you find the number of sales for the different categories? Biographies, science fiction, horror, mystery, romance, and action. Let me just make that bigger. Just tell me, how would you find it, Marietta? How would you find it?
How you find what?
The total biographies sold for the week.
You add them?
Total science fiction sold for the week. Total horror, mystery, romance, action.
So you add them?
What would you add?
You add the fiction 9, 8, 7, 13.
No, let's look at biographies. What would you add? What number?
Oh, okay. 14, 13, 11, 5, 15. Sorry, it's 15. 15 and 2 and 2.
20 and 22. 20 and 22.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you get for that total?
I didn't add them.
Maureen, what did you get?
I get for that 95.
95. That is correct. All right. Now, science fiction, Maureen, what did you get?
90.
90.
I didn't have time to do it.
Okay. And horror?
97.
97. That is correct. Okay. And mystery?
150.
150. These are all correct. And when you add them, you'll see. Okay.
68.
68. Very good.
And action is 96.
96. Okay. So now you did the first part. You added up all the categories. Now,
I get 596.
Now, how many books were sold this week? Now, since you know all the categories, you can add those up and get that total. What was that total, Maureen?
596.
596. There we go. That is correct. Now, to find the day, now, Maureen, you gave me wrong answers for these, and I don't know why, because you had the first part right.
I know him.
What happened? Okay, so which day had that? Well, this is all the books sold in categories, but in order to get the day, you have to add up all the days.
Yeah.
You have to add up all of Monday, all of Tuesday, all of Wednesday, all of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You know why you have to do that, right? Why? Why do you have to add up each day total?
Maybe they had the highest amount.
Yeah, you have to add them up to find which day had the highest. Was it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday? So if you did that, let me just put it here.
And Thursday had the highest number.
Okay, let's put the day. Which one had the highest, Maureen?
Mystery.
1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, which is mystery.
Mystery.
Maureen, we're looking at days now. When you add up all of, sir, you adding up these columns. You got to add up all Thursday, all Friday, all Saturday. We're talking days.
Oh, I see.
You follow? It's in order to find the days of the most sales, days of the less sales, you've got to add up these columns.
Which
Add
one?
up,
These ones are coming down or going across?
yeah, no, columns are down, vertical, right here. See my cursor? You got to add up these columns. That would be if you all on Monday, 14, 9, 10.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, 15, 10, and 9. That would be Monday. Tuesday would be 13, 7, 9. And then over here, you'd have 16, 8, 8.
So it's 14.
Yeah, so
14,
add up
9.
all your columns.
I can't live further.
Well, let me see.
14,
I'll just give them to you. Okay. So Monday, okay. Which day had the, I'll just give you the days, all right? And then you tell me which one was the highest. Okay. Monday. Okay. Monday was 67. Tuesday was 61. Wednesday was 65. Thursday was 86. Friday, 146. And Saturday was 171. Now,
Saturday is the
let me just
highest
make
one.
that bigger. And okay, Marietta, you tell me which one was that? What day was the highest?
Saturday was the highest.
Saturday was the highest. So there's your highest day right there.
Thursday.
And what was your lowest, Maureen?
6.
Tuesday.
Okay, there's your lowest. Okay. So C would be the day that had the lowest would be Tuesday, and then that would be 61. So the day that had the highest was Saturday. So you'd put Saturday and you'd put 171. How many? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the day that had the lowest, let's make that bigger. Okay. Okay. The day that had the lowest amount would have been which day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. And how many?
61.
61. How many? 61. There's your answer. All right. And what is the most popular type book? When you look at your categories and you answered these totals of the types at the beginning, Maureen. What's the most popular book type?
Mystery.
Mr. Khan, I'm in class.
Okay, the most popular is mystery, and because they had what, 150?
I have your stuff for you.
Okay, and the least popular is which one, Maureen?
Romance.
Okay, so let's make that bigger. What's the least popular book type? And that's the one with the lowest number, and that would have been which one, Maureen? Romance, 68?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and that would have been it.
Oh.
Problems?
Okay, now I know it.
You got it?
Yes, I got it, honey. I got it.
Very good. So you had to add up
Add
for
it
the
up.
days. You
Yeah.
had to add up for the different types.
Uh-huh.
And the biggest type was, like Maureen said, mystery, because it had the highest number solved.
Okay, now I know the tables.
All right. So this is was an exercise in how you use a table.
Yeah.
This table had information here
Now I
of
know
book
how it is.
sales.
Now
You
how
got
you
it?
yeah.
So make sure when you look at a table, look at what's in the table
So,
and how you would use it. In some cases, you had to add up rows, like in the case of types, right? But in the case of days, you had to add up columns, vertical columns, horizontal rows. Okay. And tables, that's what tables have, information in rows and columns. All right, now I want to go through just a few fractions, decimals, then we'll look at some tables and graphs. Okay. All right. Now you just tell me the answers to these. Okay. 4/10% of 36. Let me make it bigger. Okay, figure it out. Tell me the answer. Anybody has an answer? A, B, C, or D? Multiplication, 4/10% of 36 is 4/10% converted to a decimal, and then multiply it by 36. So let's just put 0.4%. Maureen, what is that equal to as a decimal?
0.04. A decimal, right?
Yes, that's not correct. Marietta, you got it?
Oh.
4/10% is what number as a decimal?
25 cents?
Oh. Go from decimal, from percent to decimal, divide by 100, or shift 2 places to the left. What do you
That's
get,
one,
Maureen?
that's 1/4.
No, a quarter is 0.25. 4% is not the same as a quarter,
Oh.
right? 1/4 is 25%.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be.
What is that as a decimal?
So it's supposed
0.04.
0.1?
04.
Oh, 2 places.
0.4.
No,
is 0.0.
Oh,
2 places. 2
0.0.
places,
Zero
Maureen.
point 004.
That's it, 0.004. Thank you, Marietta. Your decimal point is here, right? Say it's here, and you move it over to
Yeah.
2 places.
Yeah.
Okay? Maureen, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so take this number and multiply it by 36, and what do you get? Take the decimal,
144.
Multiply that by 36. Maureen, how are you pointing off your decimals? How could you take a fraction of 36 and get something bigger than 36?
Is 144. That's the that one there.
What is it? What
B
is it equal to?
0.144.
That's
It's
it.
B.
Zero. Very good. Thank you, Marietta. Answer B. Maureen, did you get that? Did you get that answer?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you had to convert the percent to a decimal and make sure you move 2 places to the left. That puts this at 0.004. Like Marietta said, multiply that by 36, you get 0.144. Very good. Now we've got a ratio again. Tell me the answer for this one. We just did some of those. Put it over a fraction, make 8 to 5 a fraction, 8 over 5. What would that be equal to as a percent? We just did them, math. So we put the 8 over the 5. Now just 8 over 5 is equal to 8 ratio 5 is 8 over 5. And what is that equal to as a percent, Marietta? What is that equal to?
What you say?
Hmm?
I wasn't paying attention what you were saying.
8 ratio 5 is 8 over 5, right? Okay, so what would that be as a percent?
So you have to multiply and get the answer.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Ratio of a number to 100 is a percent. So what would be the answer, Maureen?
160.
160, very good. Yeah, you have to multiply 20 by 5 and get 100, and 20 by 8 to give 160. So this is times 20, top number, times 20, bottom number. And you get the answer 160 over 100. And 160 over 100 is the same as 100%, 160%. Ratio of a number to 100 is the percent. So that's equal 160%.
Not like that. I had to do it.
Okay.
I multiplied by 8 by 20, and I get 160.
Yeah, well, that's what we just did, 8 by 20.
I didn't do all the thing.
Marietta, that's what we just did, 8 by 20.
Yeah.
And the denominator is 5 by 20.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Questions?
No.
So that was a ratio problem. Now, 2/5 is a decimal. Now, this one you should just tell me right away. This is one of those ones from the table and one that you should know. What's the answer, Marietta?
Oh, why is me you calling first? You supposed to call somebody else first.
Well, because I called you, because I know you know, right? 2/5 is what?
Why is me you calling first? Give me a chance.
You want Maureen to help you?
Let her go first. Let her go.
Maureen, what's the answer?
4.
What's the answer?
No. It's
Maureen?
See,
It's
I said 4.
See, Marietta told me. I told you you knew.
No, I said 4, but she said C.
Yeah, it's C. 5 and the 20 goes what? 4 times.
I know.
1/5 is what? 2/10. 2/5 is 4/10.
How you know I know?
Because Marietta, we did one like this exactly before.
Yeah.
And then I gave you a table of frequently
Yeah.
occurring
Yeah.
fractions and decimals, right? And
Yes.
the fifths were in the table.
Yes.
So one like this, I figure you look at it, you know it. So you see, if you look at these enough, you remember some of them. You don't even have to do any figuring out, right?
Yeah, it's 4.
Like 1/5 is 20%. 2/5 is 40%, or
Yeah.
4/10. Okay. Okay, Maureen, number 1. What's the answer?
Okay.
Let me make it bigger. Marietta, can you see this?
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay. On every sale she makes, Maria earns a commission. On a computer that she sells for $591, she earns a $43 commission. So, Maureen, how would you find the percent of her commission? Tell me the operation.
By dividing
That's right. What would you divide?
the 591 by the 43.
Opposite.
Um,
You divide the
43 by 94.
That's right. 43 divided by the 591. And what does that give you? Divide it out. Use your calculator. Tell me what you get.
254, 254, 13.
What?
43, right?
Yeah, 43
43 divided
divided
by
by
591.
591.
Divided by
That's 241, 13.
What are you getting, Mariana?
25413.
I get 7.3.
What are you dividing, Mariana?
I divided 43 divided by 591.
Yeah. Maybe I get 0.0727 going on down.
That's right. You get 0.
All right. 0.0727.
0.0727. So let's say 0.
0.072758. Okay.
275. But it said percent, right?
So that means
What would that be equal to as a percent?
7%.
7 point what?
3.
Yeah. 7.27 rounds to 7.3.
7.3.
So 7.275%. And since they asked what in tenths, right? So that rounds to 7.3. When you round it, you get 7.3%. And that's answer C. Decimal. Okay, and that's answer C. Marietta, how did you get the answer you first gave?
I multiplied first.
Oh, you did?
I multiplied by accident.
Oh, okay. All right. There's your answer. Just divide the commission earned by the total.
I multiplied first. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. And here's one that has a table. Let me just make it bigger. Okay, I want you to do this one. I want you to read it and tell me the answer. Let me put the answers on the other page. Okay, there are your answers. There's your table. And your question is, according to the table below, what is Hudson's adjusted GPA?
Okay.
Read the question and tell me how do you solve it. What's his GPA in the table? What is Hudson's GPA in the table?
3.4.
3.4. Now, in the question, in the information in the problem, it gives you a multiplier based on whether they are in varsity sports or a band. Now, Hudson is in what? Varsity sports or band?
Foster.
Which one in the table? He's in varsity sports or band?
Yeah.
Which one?
Base at GPA.
No. What does he participate in at school? Varsity sports or band?
Sports.
Sports, right?
Mhm.
And if you play a varsity sport, what's the base? The base GPA is multiplied by what?
By 1.2.
That's it. So what do you do then to get the answer?
They multiply 3.4 by 1.2.
That's it. So do that. Very good, Maureen. 3.4 times 1.2.
I get 408.
And you get one?
408.
408. And that's
Yeah, 4
answer
point.
4.08. And that's answer what?
D.
That's right. Answer D.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's your answer. Answer D.
D. Yeah.
Okay. Now that's it for our decimals and fractions percent. Now we're going to tables, charts, and graphs. Unless there are questions. Any questions on decimals, percent, and fractions? Questions? Okay, let's go to tables, charts, and graphs. And we looked at tables before, and now I want to look at line graphs. Now, the parts of a graph, you have the title. So when you look at a graph, you want to know what is this graph showing. That's in the title. Then you've got to look at the labels. They are horizontal, and that's on our X line. We were looking at our XY line, and vertical is on the Y line. Okay, so this is a title showing monthly population. The horizontal label has the months. The vertical label has the population. All right. And there's the scale there. They go up by 200, right? 200, 400, 500, etc. And the points are what we plot here on the graph. Those are the points. Right? You see those little circles there? Those are the points. So when you look at a graph, you should know what it's showing. That's the title. You should know what's being plotted. on both the vertical and the horizontal. And then, because most of the time you're given a table and you take the table and you make up a graph. This is a line graph. Of course, it's a line, all right? And you connect these points. So for a given point, you can look at it and say, okay, what month was that? What was the population?
Can
So
you do it a little bigger for me, Miss Babs?
what, the table over here? Or
Yeah,
the
the table.
graph?
Yeah. Oh,
This table
this one right there.
right
On the
here?
right, yeah, on the right hand side.
Oh, this one on
Yeah.
this side. Okay, let's see. I think I have it as big as it'll go. Yeah, because it's taking up the whole.
Oh, okay. All right. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when you get the printout, you could be. But anyway, these are the months on this line here, the X line, and this is the population totals on this line.
Okay.
So for a line graph, this is kind of constant. That you have something on your X line, something on your Y line, and then you plot points in the graph and connect them. And that gives you your line graph, okay? So knowing that, before we look at a line graph, because I want to look at a line graph and see if you can pick out some of these things, okay? There's now, not all graphs have lines that connect all nice and even, right? You have what we call a scatter plot. And a scatter plot is where your data points are scattered. They don't all make a nice straight line. And what we do is we connect those, we draw what we call the line of best fit. Now here's an example. See, here's the table. This is an ice cream sales versus temperature table. And we take these values, the temperature and the ice cream sales, and we put them in a graph. Right, here we go. We took all these totals, I think it's 12 of them, and we put them in a graph. Now notice they don't make a nice straight line. We call this a scatter plot. And then we draw a line between those points. And we call that the line of best fit. All right, you see that line that's drawn here. But you can look at this and determine that here's the temperature, here's the ice cream sales, right? Just from the table. So like for instance here, at 12 degrees temperature in centigrade, ice cream sales was almost 200, right? Whereas at 14, it was what?
200.
Yeah, it's still below 200. Here it's above 200. Then if we were here, this is about 15. Plus notice we have 12, 14, 16. So in between would be 15. Well, if you go back to your table, okay, it's not exactly a whole number. See, it's 15.2, right? So these are plotted on the graph. Now, the only thing I need you to know about the line of best fit is, first of all, it's a line between scattered points, all right? And we call it the line of best fit. And if you were given a table and you were making a line, you try to have about as many lines, as many points on the right-hand side of the best fit line as you do on the left. That's not always possible. And sometimes you really can't draw a line because your points could be all over the place. And you can't really draw a line of best fit, okay? But it has to be a case of line of best fit when you can draw a line that has about as many points on one side of the line as on the other, okay? And So I just want you to be aware of it. Not all points give you nice straight lines. Okay. Sometimes you've got to do what we call a line of best fit. So I just want you to recognize when that happens. Okay. Now, I have a graph. I think you can see this. Mary, can you see this?
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay. So I want you to look at this line. I want you to tell me first, what's the title of this graph?
Average price of raw sugar.
Right. Average price of raw sugar. So that's one of the first things you want to know about the graph. What is it showing? It's showing you the average price of raw sugar. How is it showing it? It's showing it in cents per pound by year, right?
Yeah.
And this is coming from the Bureau of Census. Now, this goes from 1980 to 1987.
Okay.
All right. Now, I want you to look at this graph and I want you to answer questions 1 through 4. Now, number 1 says, what information is the graph telling you? What is it telling you?
The average price of raw sugar.
Average price of raw sugar. Okay. Now, let's go to how does the graph, okay, let's just put this here. Average price of raw sugar. Just put that there. The information is telling you. Average, that's the title of the graph.
Yeah, average price of raw sugar.
Price of raw sugar. Okay. Okay. Can you see that, Marietta? Should I make it bigger?
Yeah, it's good. I seen it.
Okay. How does the graph measure the price of sugar? Let's go here. How is it measuring it?
Cents per pound.
That's it. Cents per pound.
Yep.
Very good. So let's just put here, how does it measure the price of sugar? Cents per pound. Okay, let's put here cents
per pound.
Per pound. Okay. Now, during which time period does the graph show the rise and fall of sugar prices? Let's go back up here. That's on this X line. So which period does it show the rise and fall?
1982.
19 what?
1982.
No.
1980.
1980 to what?
It rise.
It rise.
No. Let's go back up here. During which time period
does the graph
show the rise and fall of sugar prices? That's on this X line between 1980 and 1987.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the time period, let's put that here, 1980
and 1987.
Well, 1980 to 1987. Okay. So that's the time period. All right. Now, the difference in price between a pound of sugar in 1985 and a pound of sugar in 1985. Which one of those would you say? Now let's go to 1985. There's 1985 and there's 1986. So what, just give an approximate, what would you say it was at 1985?
13 cents.
Okay, you would say 13. What would you say at 1986, Maureen?
16.
You would say 16?
I would say 16, sure.
Okay, so what's the difference?
3.
Yeah, it would be 0.16. Yeah, 1.3 would be 0.3. So what would be the answer?
Yeah. No, E.
Okay. Now notice this is in cents per pound. So cents is like 0.1 something, right? Well, it's 12 cents would be like 0.12. Okay, so when you subtract those, what do you get, Maureen? What you say it was 1985?
3.
0.13, and you said about 0.16. So 0.16 minus 1.13. Okay, so let's just put 0.16 minus 0.13. And what's that equal to, Maureen? What's that equal
0.
to? What is that equal to?
3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6 is 3.
Yeah, and then what? What else do I have?
You put a 3.
What is it?
A 3.
3 from 6
Zero.
is 3, and what's 1 from 1?
0.
1 for 1 is 0.
0. So what is the answer?
3, 0,
Yeah.
0.03.
A.
I told you A first.
No, I thought you said E.
No, I said A.
You changed to E, Maureen.
No, she said A. She always said
Yeah, I
A.
know, but then she said E.
No.
I just want to make sure she knew when she subtracted 3 from 6 and then 1 from 1. Okay, because that's a common error. You know, when you're lining up your decimals. Okay, so that would be A. Now, the difference between the highest and the lowest raw sugar prices shown on the graph is what per pound? Let's go back to our graph.
The highest
And the lowest.
The
20.
highest is 22.
And the lowest is 16.
16.
What is it?
16.
The highest is 22 right here.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the lowest?
Is 16.
13.
That's not 16.
No, 13. 13.
Okay, so you say 22 and 13.
Mm.
Okay, so 22 minus 13 is what? 0.22
9.
minus 0.13. What's that equal to, Maureen?
0.09.
0.09, and that would be answer what? Answer C. Okay. So you just read it off the graph. All right. Everybody following okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. From 1980 to 1985, what happened with the sugar prices? Did they rise steadily, fell steadily, rose steadily, then fell sharply, rose, then fell sharply again, fell sharply, then rose steadily? Now let's go back to our graph. Now remember, we're looking at 1980
80 to
to
85.
1985. So we're looking 1980 and
Rose.
85 is here. So what happened?
It rose.
It rose.
And then.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. 1980 is here.
Yeah.
What did it do first? Remember, we're going from 1980 to 1985. So from 1980 to about 1982, it fell. Then what happened?
It went up.
Then it rise.
It went up. Then what happened?
It fell
dropped
again.
down.
It fell again. So what would be the answer?
Fell sharp thing.
Let's see, it fell.
It fell. It sharp.
Okay.
Maureen, see, let me go back up here again. We're going from 80 to 85. So you up here, you got to
Rise.
drop, you got to rise, you got to drop. So which one is it, Maureen?
It rise. See?
No, it didn't
No.
rise steadily.
No.
Let's go back up here. I mean,
When
here's the graph.
Yeah, it
Marietta, what
rise,
happened?
it rise. Then
No, we're going from 1980 to 85, this period right here.
where
So it fell.
fell.
that's
Oh,
what
it
I tell
fell.
you, it fell. And
Oh,
then
it
No,
it
fell.
Maureen
Then
fell.
rise.
said
Oh, fell,
rise.
then rise.
No, I tell you it fell down.
No, I'm talking Maureen, what she's
Oh, it
talking.
fell and then rise.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right, Maureen. It fell,
Fell and then
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 rise.
it rise. Then what happened?
it fell down.
Fell
Fell
again.
again. So what would be your answer? A, B, C, D, or E?
Fell and sharp. Rose then. Rose. Then.
D.
D, that's it. Very good. Is that what you got, Marietta? Fell sharply, rose, then fell sharply again.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. The number D.
Okay, yeah, D, that's right.
Not
So that's how you interpret your graphs, okay?
okay. All right.
So I want you to be able to look at the graph and determine what happens. That means you've got to know what the graph is telling you, the title. You've got to know what's on those X and Y, those vertical and horizontal lines, okay, and what units they're in. All right. Okay. Now here's one a little more involved because you got more than one line on it. Now, can you see the carpet rental?
Yeah.
Okay. Now notice you have colors here, right?
Yeah, you have purple. You have mixed
Yeah,
color.
you have scrub it cleaners in red. You have clean the best in green.
And
You
purple.
have get the dirt out in purple. You have stains no more in blue, and
you have
away with dirt in orange. Okay. Now we want to answer 7 through 10. Okay. Marietta, read number 7, please.
Mary need to clean carpet for a rental apartment. If she were to rent a clean for something, I can't find the hours. Which
9
rental
hours.
9 hours.
which rental should be the cheapest?
Cheapest.
Which rental would be the cheapest? She want to rent the cleaner for 9 hours. Now notice the title of the graph is carpet cleaner rental. The rental hours is on the horizontal. The rental cost is on the vertical. All right. Now, for 9 hours, which rental would be the cheapest? So 9 would be somewhere down here on the rental hours, right? So which one would be the lowest for 9 hours?
Lowest.
9 is between the 8 and the 10. So look here and go up. Which carpet cleaner has the lowest at 9 hours?
The orange one.
You would say the orange?
The orange.
I would say the blue.
The 10 and the blue.
The purple.
That's called purple.
Yeah, the purple. This is purple here, Maureen.
Oh.
So yeah, you're right. Well, this is lower than this one because at 9 hours, you're right here. That's lower than the orange. So the orange goes up and then goes across. So the orange is above that purple. Marietta, you see that? So the purple is which one? Get the dirt out, right?
Yeah.
So you put here, let's just put here. Okay. Let's put here, get
the dirt out.
The dirt out. Okay, so that would be the answer for that one. All right. Get the dirt out. Okay. Let me take the 7, these numbers. Okay. Okay. So That takes care of the number 6. Well, actually, that was number 7. Sorry. So we said 7 to 10, so that's 7. Okay, get the dirt out. Now, number 8. Make this a little bigger. Maureen, how would you answer number 8? Let me make this a little bigger. Read number 8 and tell me what would be your answer.
If Mary decides to clean additional carpets and is unsure how long it will take, which companies can she use that wouldn't go over the budget of $4,500?
$5. Now, where is your money? The cost is over here on the vertical. All right. So 45 would be between 40 and 50, right?
Uh-huh.
So which ones does not go above that?
Let's don't go above that.
Above that 45.
This color here is snobby. It's called, I can't see that word.
What is it? Tell me the color.
There's something looking like orange.
Orange, that's it. Orange. See, this orange here is at 40. That's its max. And that would be beyond, that would be with her budget, right? So
Yeah.
what would be the name of the company, Maureen? Away with Dirt. Right? Away with Dirt. Okay. So away
with dirt.
with
Dirt.
Away with Dirt. There we go. All right. Okay, so we got number 8. Now, which companies charge a flat rate until after 8 hours? So let me just make that bigger. Okay. Now, look on the, okay, so you have 8 hours. So which ones charge a flat rate until after 8 hours? So 8 is right here.
Mm-hmm. So one is like, let's see, green.
Which one would you say?
I would say green.
Green?
This is it here.
No, green is right here, 5, and then, you know, it charges a flat rate, but the flat rate is going up to like between 10 and 12.
Is the orange?
You would say the orange?
Yeah.
Okay, the orange is charging what? A flat rate, and after 8 hours, it's going up. Yep, that would be it. Okay, because the purple is charging a flat rate, and it goes up when? After what?
After 8.
Well, this is let's see, it's at 9. So it's charging a flat rate until after 9 hours, actually. Whereas the orange is after the 8, because it's here between 6 and 8, and then it goes up. So it would be the orange. And the orange is Away with Dirt. Away
With dirt.
with Dirt. This would be better if you had the actual graph looking at it. I mean, you could see it better. But anyway, you'll get this when I send it to you.
If the rate a cleaner for 16 hours, how much money did she save using
Away with dirt versus stains no
it
more.
normal?
Okay. Now, so you've got to look at away with, well, this is what, away with dirt versus stains no more. Away with dirt is orange. Stains no more is green. And we said 16 hours. So you got to look at 16 hours. So what is being paid for away with dirt? 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is stains no more? What are you paying? That's the green. So look at 16. 16 is what? How much you paying here?
30.
30, right? And then you look over at the other one there that was stains no more.
Stains.
So let's go stains no more. That's the green. So that's 30. And what are you paying up here?
40.
Right here. Yeah,
40.
about 40. So what's the difference?
10.
10. That's your answer. So how much would you save? Would be $10.
$10.
Okay. So that's how you, let me just change that to black.
Mhm.
And that's decimal. So that's how you use the line graphs, okay? Because your next homework will have these line graphs and some tables, or
Okay.
at least one table.
All right.
Okay, but I think you'll find it kind of fun to do these. Now, I just want to say something about graphs. I'm not going to get into bar
These
graphs.
Babs, I'm going to elevate my foot, eh?
Yeah, okay. All right. I just wanted to say something about graphs. Now, there are three kinds of graphs that we will be looking at. Okay.
I have to elevate my foot. My foot swell up a little bit.
Is it better?
Oh,
Has your foot got better?
it's swelling up. When I work on it too much, it does swell up a thing, and the doctor don't want me to do it.
Okay. So let me just make this.
I'll be right back. I'm
Okay.
going to elevate my foot just for a few minutes.
Okay. So let me just make this bigger. Okay. So you have line graphs. Just want to say something about the differences. Okay. Line graphs. And line graphs show how variables change over time. That's what line graphs show. All right.
Mhm.
Now, pie charts, and we call them pie charts because they're round, shaped like a pizza pie. Now, pie charts compare parts to a whole. A, a real world example of a pie chart is someone doing a budget and they showing a certain percent, say for housing, a certain percent for food, a certain percent for clothing, a certain percent for savings. And you can divide, and all those percents add up to 100%. All
Mhm.
right. So those are the ones that you probably more familiar with. And then the next one is bar graphs. And these can be horizontal or vertical. And the bar graphs we use that to compare groups of variables. So compare groups of variables. Okay. Okay, so that's the difference. And the next time we'll look, I was going to start today, but we'll start next. We'll go to bar graphs next time. Okay. Um, I wanted to just give you, let me just make that bold. Okay, I want to go to the whiteboard, the new share whiteboard. Okay. And just give you a sample of a pie chart. Okay, let's just, now the pie chart, like I said, it adds up to 100%, but it can also add up to degrees. What's the total degrees in a circle, Maureen?
I think 180.
No, that's half, 360.
360, yeah.
360. Okay. Now, for instance, say we call this, okay, my budget. Okay. Let's give you an example. We'll look at some real ones next time, some bar graphs and some pie charts. Okay. Now, we'll just say my budget. Now, how much you want to say you spend for housing, Maureen? What percent?
12%.
Okay, so let's just say,
This is something like a pizza, right?
yeah, right. So you want to say 12%. Okay. And you say that's on housing. Okay. How much for food?
20%.
Okay. Housing. Okay. And housing could be rental, it could be mortgage. Okay. Okay, so since you said 20, I make that a little bigger. So 20%, you said that's being spent on food. So we put 20% and we'll put food. What about clothing?
10%.
Okay, so clothing, you want to say 10%. So that would be smaller than this one, right? Because you say 10%. Okay, 10%. Okay. And that's on clothing. Okay. Now, what else you want to spend on out of this budget?
Well, like 7%
For what?
on light.
Oh, okay. So, well, let's just say utilities. How much you want to spend on all your utilities?
So like 25%. That included gas and light in there, right?
Okay, so yes. Okay, so that's bigger. So 25%. Okay. And you want to spend this on utilities. All right. Now this is not a real budget now because the way food
I know, I
prices
know.
is going up, we paying okay, utilities.
Oh yes, because we do something I bet nobody Audrey the other day, right?
Huh?
I tell you what, nobody Audrey chose the supermarket. See, down there got the bacalao, right?
Yeah.
£1 for $4.99.
Oh my goodness.
But everybody, but this supermarket here that now remodeled by we here at Albany Avenue
Yeah.
got the same bacalao for $10.29 a pack.
Oh my goodness. That is so ridiculous. I was in the fruit market the other day and I could believe they had lettuce, just plain old iceberg lettuce for $4.99 for one head. And some of them were small.
Well,
I know.
it's $7 for the iceberg lettuce. The Roman lettuce.
Cause I wanted to know if they had robbed me, but my son went in there last night. He said very supermarket.
Yes.
And I look at his bill and he bill saying he buy 2 packs, we said 10.29. Cause then they remodel, they sell everything.
Oh my goodness.
And when they want so fish I call drink and she's picking it up for me and let's go and pick it up. Cause she could get if she could get the sausage that was selling
So fish is a lot of money. So fish is how much is
$10.99.
$10.99 a pound?
What?
Yeah, so fish is $10.99. The one I buy
Oh
is
my
$10.99
goodness.
a pound.
That
Yeah.
is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
I
I mean, food prices, I just can't, I couldn't believe when I saw that lettuce and some of them were
I bought
small.
the lettuce yesterday. Roman lettuce for $7. $6.99 for the Roman lettuce.
$7 for romaine lettuce?
Yeah, yesterday. I bought it yesterday for $7, $6.99.
But you know what I do? Since those salad greens are so much, I make my salad I buy the grape tomatoes and cucumbers and the red onions. And then that's what I make my salad up. And it's very good. I put red vinegar and olive oil.
The red tomatoes and the green tomatoes is $3.99 a pound.
Oh
I
my
bought it
goodness.
yesterday.
I can't believe the prices.
Mm.
And people that have fixed incomes or minimum wages, I don't know. Well, unless they're getting, like a lot of the places are giving food on certain days. I know my
Well,
church
I don't
gives
go for
food.
it.
Yeah.
The broccoli, I bought the broccoli $2.99 a pound.
Oh boy. And you find the more healthy food, the more expensive. Because
Because
people are trying to save and they're
um,
eating the least healthy food.
I'm not eating the rice like I used to do before. I cut down on the rice.
You cut down on the rice?
Yeah, I cut down on the rice. I can't eat the rice like that. I eat what I eat. I eat green banana and yam.